on the recent allegations.
Nah, Bear, you're losing the point for that, you idiot. You can't just say my favourite Pokemon is too far from Pokemon. Hello, and welcome to Win Stupid Prizes, the show where we ask the questions that nobody thought were worth asking. I'm Eddie, and I'm joined today by 5 people who all thought they were judging this episode, and they are Alex.
You only get priority in the cleanup step when?
AJ.
I know I'm the most judging here. Hi.
Bear.
Hi, the question this month is who's next?
Jamie.
Oh, my question is, how many cards is too many cards?
And Paul.
Oh, I was looking forward to this.
Oh.
We're all dressed in powdered wigs and robes.
As you may have noticed, episode 50, baby, we made it. It only took us just over 4 years, but we got there. And I've got something very special planned for you guys. In fact, I got something very special planned for the listeners as well, because this is one of the few episodes that's going to actually have some video content. If you're listening on audio only, it really doesn't matter, because this episode is a quiz. I've set up a quiz just for you guys. You can try and play along at home. Might be a bit awkward, but you'll figure it out. I'm sure you're smart enough.
And quizzes have correct answers, right?
I'll get into that in a minute. Don't worry about it. Just like every Win Stupid Prizes episode, there is a correct answer, and it's whatever answer I gave. Up on YouTube, there's going to be a video version of this. I've got a PowerPoint set up for these guys, which I'll share with you guys now, and I'm just going to put screenshots of the PowerPoint as the video up on YouTube. So if you want to read along at home, you can do that on YouTube, but you're not going to be missing much because I'm going to read all the questions out anyway.
With cool early 2000s slide transitions.
Yeah, I didn't bother putting that much effort into this. It's literally the most basic PowerPoint you've ever seen. Right, so the way this quiz is going to work, friends, is I'm going to ask a bunch of questions that aren't good enough for full episodes of Win Stupid Prizes. And you're going to give me some answers that aren't good enough for full episodes of Win Stupid Prizes.
Okay.
So we'll be marked down if our answers have too much to explore.
Yeah, they're too good.
No, so you still want to give good answers, because like in regular Win Stupid Prizes, the points are given for the answer that the judge picks. And in this case, because I wrote the quiz, I'm the judge. So whichever answer I pick for each question
I'm the
gets...
judge.
Sorry, man. I hate to break it to you, but the intro was you're not actually the judges. Only me. So each question, my favourite answer is going to get 2 points. However, if you give the answer that I would have given, you'll get a bonus point.
Nice.
By which I mean there's 2 points and 1 point up for grabs. I'm probably not going to pick the same answer for all 3 points, but you never know. This is a loosey-goosey point system
If
anyway.
anyone gives rubbish answers except the one that matches yours, they get 3 points. Yeah, okay.
Turns out Eddie asks himself every round, is like, oh, I get 3 points.
No, Eddie's got 3 points. Eddie's absolutely monster in this. He's got the full marks. Nobody else is scoring anything. So there's more points for getting my favourite answer, so you want to be aiming for that. But if you happen to give an answer that I also gave, so that I don't bias myself either for or against answers that I would have given, there is a point in it for just giving the same answer that I would have.
Nice.
Cool.
And with that, let's get this bitch on the way. All right, question 1, everybody. How you doing? Nice and
Oh
simple.
no, we're starting at the hard end.
So that's a real question.
Yeah.
This is a real question. Hey, Alex, how you doing?
I'm all right. I've got coffee.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Hey, AJ, how you doing?
Yeah, I can talk again. It's been a while. I know you haven't heard me. It's yeah.
It's true, it has been a while. No, nice. I like the look. Hey, Bear, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh,
Not bad,
sneaky,
not bad.
Sneaky.
Good delivery.
Hey, Jamie, how you doing?
You know, like post-nut clarity. That, but for going off in magic. We're recording this the day after FNM.
Got off at FNM.
Too much information.
Paul, how are you doing?
I feel kind of gross now. I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair. So, I mean, I have to give the 2 points to Jamie there. But Bear, you pretty much got what I was going for. I went, okay, Joey. That's what I was going to get. So
Of course we have to make Friends references. That's what our entire group is based on.
I'm going to give Bear a bonus point for that because I think you got what I was going for.
I do like the implication that AJ has not been able to talk since the last time she appeared on Win Stupid Prizes. And we've literally de-hexed her so that she could appear in episode 50.
Just put on ice. We're all just actually AIs that get put in a box.
Well, don't tell people how I make the show. Come on, I don't have any friends.
He's such a Chandler.
Moving swiftly on before we can judge me too much for this. On to question 2, which is, how many children do I think I could beat in a fight?
Oh no.
72.
Paul, you've jumped straight in and I love it. 72. Fair enough. In that case, hey, Alex, do you want to go next? How many children do I think I could beat in a fight?
Is I you, firstly, you Eddie?
Yeah. How I, as in Eddie, think Eddie could beat in a fight?
And are these 5-year-olds? Are these teenagers? Like, what?
Look, the question is very clear. How many children do I think I could beat in a
The
fight?
question is ambiguous, and therefore I'm going to say an ambiguous number of pi.
I do like pie. Fair enough. Moving around the column. AJ, how many children do I think I can beat in a fight?
Nice round 4.
4.
4 children.
Underestimate. 4. Okay. All right. Bear, what do you reckon?
As long as you've got prep time, I think your answer is as many as there are.
As many as there are. Okay, fair enough. I see what's happening. Jamie, what do you think?
This Bear stepped on mine a little bit, a bit slightly different. Yes.
That's a really interesting answer because the answer I would have given is yes. So Jamie, that's a point for you. But I think I simply have to give the correct or my favourite answer to Paul for picking the biggest number.
I see how it is.
Nice.
All right, moving on to question 3. Question 3 is, what is the worst D&D stat to be your dump stat IRL? And I'm going to move round the column for this one because there's only so many to pick from. So Jamie, you have to go first.
It's charisma, right? It's charisma. Like, everyone hates you. that just seems like I've given jokey answers before, but this just seems serious. Like, you don't want everyone to hate you.
All right, fair enough. Okay, decent answer. Paul, what do you think the worst dump stat to have would be?
Constitution.
It's a strong argument. Alex, what stat would you not want to be your dump stat?
Well, I can't double up, so I'm going to say wisdom, because you can be super duper intelligent, but still, like, fall into a puddle or, like, fall for a trap, you know, so wisdom.
You just described me.
All right, fair enough. I respect it. AJ, worst dump stat, IRL?
So I was going to say charisma because, you know, we have daily proof of that. Then I was going to say wisdom because looking outside the front door, we have daily proof of that.
You will be pleased to hear that there's not many questions that only have a certain number of answers.
I find Dex holds me back quite a lot in daily life.
All right, I respect it. Bear, last one up. Worst dump stat?
Probably level, because you want to gain levels. You don't want to be stuck as like a level 1 dude. You want to get better. You want to access all your class features. We're not limited to the attributes list.
I was hoping someone would do something like that, and so I'm going to give Bear the 2 points for picking something that wasn't like the generic answers. However, one of you has hit the Eddie answer, which was obviously charisma.
It's the right answer.
It's probably actually con, but the kids do love all that Riz these days.
Yeah, good point, yeah.
Gotta give Jamie the point there.
How dump step are we doing? Like, if it's an 8, then I guess we're fine. But if it's a 0,
If it's 0,
then
you
we're
die
doomed.
on all of them, right?
We are the group of people who dump statted charisma. What are you talking about?
I got a secret special nerd charisma, and that's it.
Yeah, I'll have you know charisma's probably one of my better stats. All right, moving swiftly onwards to the next question. Question 4 is, other than as a quest objective, why would you be stuck on a desert island? This is a callback to episode 1, you may remember. So I'm going to put you on the spot, Bear, and get you to go first on this one.
Yeah, that's fine. Probably, I was on a cruise.
Yeah?
And I missed the ship departure because I was too busy carrying a 30-kilogram bag of sand.
Good answer. I do like that. That's a good point. All right, Jamie, why would you be stuck on a desert island?
Personal incompetence.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm sorry, buddy. Paul, why would you be stuck on a desert island?
I really wanted to make friends with a football, and this seemed like the most logical way of doing it.
We're doing a very, very British version of that movie where it's a football instead of, what, a volleyball or whatever it is.
Volleyball, yeah. All right, Alex, why would you be stuck on a desert island?
I fucking have to pivot from a Castaway answer. Fuck. No, I was invited for a Castaway RP. Someone was like, we're doing a Castaway live-action roleplay in this desert island. Just get yourself there. And so I got myself there.
It's extremely exclusive.
No one else turned up. The boat broke.
Full immersion.
All right, AJ, last up. Why would you be stuck on a desert island?
I actually have been several times. So what happens is I decide I'm going to map the world and I wander off into the nothing with a whole bunch of sheets of paper in the hope that I'll be able to make my way back. And then I get A, lost, and B, stuck without any equipment and have to wait for the rest of you to come and help me.
What a noble effort. Like, okay. I think my favorite answer there I've got to give to Alex for the incredible pivot that they did on that, moving from Castaway.
Like you say, the pivot from Castaway to Castaway.
I know, right? But the thing is, right, I'm going to give Paul the bonus point because the correct answer I had was FedEx did me dirty, which is a Castaway reference. So I'm going to give the bonus point to Paul. All right, moving on to question number 5, which is, what would you yeet off a cliff to obtain the Soul Stone?
Well, this is a dangerous question with this group of people.
You know roughly the gist of you got to throw something off a cliff to get the Soul Stone? That's basically it. AJ, I'm going to put you on the spot here and ask what you throw off a cliff to obtain the Soul Stone.
Yep.
Shut up, Jamie.
What was that? Sorry?
Recap. It's the thing that's got to be like most important to you, or just like something that's
Something you
important to
truly love, I think, is the
I
quote,
believe the
isn't it?
line in the movie was a soul for a soul, but like, interpret that how you want.
I thought someone else said something you truly love.
I think that Gamora's like, oh, you don't love anything, get roasted, and Thanos is
Wow.
like, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, legit.
So I think love is an important component of it, but yeah.
Yeah, interpret that how you want.
It has to be a true sacrifice.
Oh wait, my collection of extremely powerful black soul stones.
Sure.
That's a lot of souls.
That's a lot. Although they can be duplicated in the game.
Interesting. Okay, alright, fair enough. So, Bear, what would you throw off a cliff to obtain the Soul Stone?
Oh, it would all be all the custom components I made for Giga Terraforming Mars.
Wake him again.
That tracks. That does track. Jamie, what would you chuck off a cliff?
Well, you need a soul and something you love. So I'd probably throw Legacy Elves off the cliff because it's my favourite deck, but also it's got the heart of the cards in it.
Okay, alright, I like it. I like where you're going with that. Paul, what are you throwing off a cliff?
All of the custom components that Bear made for Giga Terraforming Mars, because this is just an excuse to get rid of them.
I didn't know you liked it so much.
Oh, you love them! You love them! Paul loves Giga Mars! Let's play Giga Mars!
Interesting theory there, Paul. Alright, Alex, what would you throw off a cliff?
My best friend, Edward Vander, who I've just used his surname, and his IP address is...
Well, that answer. All right, Alex, fine.
lives
Stop.
that?
Like, take the 2 points and move on. Like, you can have them if you shut up. Stop giving away personal details about me.
I've just realised the correct answer to this question is your mum.
Your mama!
The correct answer to this question was whatever I'm eating at the time.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So no bonus points for this round. All right, question 6, moving onwards.
Wait, who got the points?
Oh, well, Alex did for revealing personal information about me.
Oh, is that that we just dox you?
Yeah, we just blackmail Eddie.
It was like a hostage situation. Look, I don't want to... All right, this is a one-time deal for doxing me.
Oh, we'll find out.
All right, okay, fair enough. But question 6, moving swiftly onwards, is what does a hero truly need? And we're going to start with Alex on this one. What does a hero truly need?
I think he's got to be fast.
Oh.
And he's got to be strong.
Okay.
And he's got to be fresh from the fight.
Interesting.
I think I got that right.
Yeah, those are all in there somewhere. All right, AJ, what does a hero truly need?
Hero Brian, I'm sick of having it patched out.
Dumb, I love it. All right, Bear, what does a hero truly need?
The answer is really the friends we made along the way, right?
Oh, that's very cute. Okay, I like it. Jamie, what does a hero truly need?
A 3-movie deal with Marvel so they don't end up in the Sony universe.
I see. I understand.
Yeah.
Friendly neighbor herohood. Hang on, wait.
Yeah, they don't want to end up like Madam Web, so you need to get a 3-movie deal with Marvel.
I see. I totally see. All right. And Paul, what does a hero truly need?
A really big fucking sword!
I like your style, Paul, and it's nearly worth it, but I really liked the Minecraft ref last month's episode. Go check it out from AJ, so that's definitely getting the 2 points. I love a bit of Hero Brian in my games. I'm not going to give away a bonus point because obviously the correct answer is cash.
Fair enough. Yeah.
You can buy a big fucking sword with cash.
Oh yeah, what's your superpower? Money. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Batman is the strongest superhero. So we all know. There were some good answers in that round, though. That was a tough one to pick. I'm not going to lie. All right, question 7, moving onwards. If you had all 7 Dragon Balls, what would you wish for? And we're going to start with Paul this time.
To never have to shave again.
Never have to shave again. I respect it. It is an irritation. All right, Alex, all 7 Dragon Balls? What's your wish?
Enough time to watch Dragon Ball to understand what the fuck I'm wishing for.
All right. AJ, what would you wish for?
A normal human number of wishes.
Hang on. Oh no, my little brain. I can't figure out what that means. Bear, what would you wish for while I think about that?
It doesn't matter because I would never finish my wish because it would be over like 100 episodes.
It would only be like 10 episodes. This isn't One Piece.
Okay, I wish for 7 more Dragon Balls.
I like your style. Jamie.
I was going to say 62 more Dragon Balls.
60.
Oh, greedy.
Oh, I see.
That is better than 7.
Yeah, you know what? 62 more Dragon Balls.
62 more Dragon Balls. You know what? Jamie, you are right. I do want more Dragon Ball in my life. So I'll give you the points for that one. Unfortunately, none of you got the correct answer, which was the world's most comfortable pair of underwear.
Oh.
This actually happens in Dragon Ball. Like, this is the first wish made on the Dragon Balls.
What the fuck?
Oh, in Dragon Ball rather than Dragon Ball Z.
tragic.
Clearly, I need to watch Dragon Ball.
Does the dragon then just like redistribute all the balls through the universe every time?
Yeah,
it wishes
the balls ping off across the world, not the universe. That's
Right.
a different one we don't talk about.
To be fair, if you've got 7 Dragon Balls, a comfortable pair of underwear is really the only thing that you need in life.
Yeah, you could also wish for the rest of the dragon.
That might have got you the points if you had answered that. Moving on to question 8. What would you do with a portal gun? Jamie, what would you do with a portal gun?
What do I do with a portal gun? I'd come and visit my buddy Eddie Vander by having a portal hidden under his bed.
That's not creepy at all.
I'll have to check under my bed in a minute.
And hang out and play board games.
Okay, I felt oddly warm at night sometimes. So I'm going to
yeah.
check under my bed after this. Paul, what would you do with a portal gun?
Put one on the moon and one in the bottom of the bin so I can just immediately vacuum.
But you know what happens with that? It's going to suck everything in.
Just add to the space junk.
Honestly, my impact to that thing is not going to do nothing.
All right, interesting theory.
It's all on the moon. It's not drifting in space.
It depends how fast you throw it down the bottom of the bin. All right, Alex, what would you do with a portal gun?
I would fling myself around for like 5 minutes and then be violently ill and swear never to use it again.
Probably break your legs because you've not got long fall boots.
All right, AJ, what would you do with a portal gun?
I'd set up a Wallace and Gromit style contraption to get myself easily from the bed to the desk and back again at lightning speed, preferably with the right clothing on.
That's probably quite an accurate answer. And Bear, what would you do with a portal gun?
Oh, I'd cause trouble. I'd do pranks. I'd like go up and put a portal under someone and on this floor right next to them, so they're just sort of hovering until I cancel the portal. Just sort of bobbing back and forth.
I see, pranks.
I'd join politics, and anytime I got in an argument with a political opponent, I'd just bobble them in the air until they give up.
Can't run the country if you're bobbling in the air. They do that like the International Space Station thing where they put you in like the middle of nowhere and you have to like try and generate momentum to escape the portal bubble. All right, I'm gonna give those points to Paul for his inventive use of the moon, but I am gonna give a bonus point because you know what was close enough. What I would do with a portal gun is probably fuck it up, and I think Alex's answer was pretty close to that. So I'm gonna give them
It's
the
true.
bonus
It's
point.
true.
Thank you.
I feel like this question was actually a really accurate personality test.
All right, you all had great ideas, and I was like, something's going to go wrong, was my logic.
Yeah.
All right, question 9. If Boss Baby is the boss of babies, what would you want to be the boss of? So, Bear, what would you want to be the boss of?
I'd probably like to be the boss of bosses, because then I'd show up in so many video games.
Ooh.
And just like, anytime you beat a boss, I'd go up and have a performance review off screen with that boss.
Defeat it. Instead of, like, killing them, ripping their head off, you just step in like, we need to have a chat.
I'll take it from here. And it's not about them losing. Like, losing is part of the goal. It's about whether they put up a good fight before they lost that was fun.
Whether it was an interesting loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, I like it. All right, Jamie, what would you want to be the boss of?
I want to be the boss of whoever's deciding who gets the points in this quiz.
Meta. Interesting.
And their job might be on the line if someone doesn't do very well.
Yeah, but then you take your role really seriously and you're like, if you allow any interference, you're out.
Right, I'm firing myself.
Wait, I have to keep my boss happy, but if I do that too obviously, I get fired? What? All right, Paul, what would you want to be the boss of?
I think I'd like to be the boss of my own life.
Oh no, baby, no! Oh, my heart! No pity points here, Paul. I'm sorry.
No.
Alex, what would you want to be the boss of?
I have been thinking for ages, and honestly, I don't think I'm cut out of being a boss. So I'm going to be the boss of not being a boss and kind of just like having a day off.
The ultimate slacker.
So the reverse Bear strategy here. Bear is the boss of boss, and you're
Yeah.
not the boss.
I'm the boss of days off.
The anti-boss.
Oh, okay, all right, I like that. And AJ, what would you want to be the boss of?
So my encyclopedic knowledge of Boss Baby is that the Boss Baby is like the baby, the ultimate baby. And somewhat like Paul, I would like to be the ultimate version of myself. I would like to be the boss of me and live my life in the way that I theoretically could.
All right, fair enough. A very wholesome answer. The points for this one, though, are going to go to Bear for the first answer. Boss of bosses is a great little idea. I like that. I like the circumventing. It fits in with the boss baby dynamic. Unfortunately, none of you got the bonus point there because I would want to be the boss of dinosaurs.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's not bad.
I was also thinking the boss of releasing Half-Life 3, but that's just unrealistic.
But then you'd be the boss of owning like a fleet of yachts.
Oh no.
Question 10. All right, this may be the question we need to answer the fastest just for the sake of the question. You'll see what I mean because question 10, and I'm going to start with you, AJ, so I hope you're ready to give me a statement real fast.
Uh-oh.
Question 10 is this statement false? AJ, whenever you're ready.
No.
No? Great.
No.
Bear. You're just screaming.
Yes.
Fair enough. Jamie.
Moo.
Moo. Interesting. Paul.
If it wants to be.
Oh, fair enough. And Alex.
It's a superposition. It's like Schrodinger's cat. It is neither true nor false until it is evaluated.
You mean both true and false?
Both and neither.
Superposition of superpositions. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Great.
It's too early.
I think my favourite answer was if it wants to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think you were quite close enough for the bonus point because my answer to this would have been fuck you or it doesn't matter. This is a dumb question anyway.
That's what Moo means.
The real answer is that is not a statement.
Yeah.
My dude, that is a question.
Yeah, I did have to phrase it like a question. You're right. Yeah, fair enough. You know, I mean, whatever. Moving on.
Yeah, I guess the actual answer is just no for that one.
Well, didn't get any points. Not good enough. Hey nerds, or geeks if you prefer. We've made it to the Big 5-0 and I've finally set up a proper channel for official inquiries. If you want to get in contact with us for sponsorships, collaborations, promo swaps, or anything like that, then you can send us an email to business@hexagorgon.com. For anything less official, like if my minor foray into marketing has actually worked and this is the first episode you're listening to, I'd love to know which of my attempts actually worked on you and why you started listening. So if you wanted to send us a message on social media, I'd really appreciate that. As always, links to everything will be down in the description below, all the social media links, the email I'll pop down there as well, so just check that out if you want to get in contact with us for any reason. But whether this is your first episode or your 50th episode listening to this, I really appreciate you for being here, and I hope that we can do loads more of these, because it's been such a fun time, and I want a reason for having to put 3 numbers in my file name, so if we can make it to 100, I'll feel so justified. But anyway, that's enough of me yapping. Let's get back to the second half of the quiz. Question 11. Where's Wally? Or Waldo for our American listeners out there. So, Alex, where is Wally?
Well, the metaphorical Wally is the Wally that's inside us, and it's the Wally that you were searching for all along. The real Wally is looking inside yourself and finding the whimsy of your life.
True eternal peace.
So it's self-reflection, eternal peace, yeah, you know, all that shit.
Okay, very philosophical. I like it. AJ, where's Wally?
Tragically, Wally passed over the Rainbow Bridge
no.
some time ago.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Bear, where's Wally?
I'm pretty sure he's hiding out in the Ecuadorian embassy to avoid extradition to America.
All right then. Jamie, where's Wally?
I'm going to answer with a question, Eddie. Where isn't Wally?
Oh, a lot of places I imagine.
Dang.
Have you checked?
Have you checked? Have you checked your butthole?
I need to check under I don't know if there's a portal under my bed, so Wally could be there too, for all I know. Paul, where is Wally?
He's in Lancashire with his friend Gromit.
Checks out.
Oh, that's good. I like that. But I am going to give the points to Jamie for where isn't Wally, because that was, I think, the most interesting answer to me. Unfortunately, none of you get the bonus point because he's right here, lol.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't show us that picture!
He was there the whole time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But you should have said on the next slide. Obviously.
Yeah, exactly. You could have. It was possible to get this right. If you could have said right here and pointed just off camera and been like, "He's here. Trust me, he's right here." And I would have been like, "Yeah, that's close enough."
I was tempted to point down.
Is Wally in the room with us now?
So that's why Jamie was feeling so good this morning.
That was last night at F&M in the toilet.
Jesus.
Look, don't.
Moving swiftly onwards. Question 12. Where am I? Paul, where am I?
You're right there.
Okay. Alex, where am I?
As revealed in the previous question, your current address is...
Well, slow down.
I'll try that again.
Okay, all right. Moving on. All right, AJ, quick. Take over. Where am I?
Eddie, where did you last have yourself? We'll start there.
I beg your pardon?
The new form of doxing.
He's trying to help you find yourself. We just need to retrace your
Where
steps.
did I last have myself? I beg your fucking pardon. Bear, where am I?
You are underneath me, because at some point I say, why is there only one set of footsteps? And you're like, I was carrying you, baby.
Is Bear? Jesus.
Jamie, where am I?
In all of our hearts.
Very cute of you.
According to Kingdom Hearts law, impossible. It can only be in one boy's heart at a time.
Damn it, nerd.
Oh.
So I think I'm going to give the points to AJ for that outrageous statement. So the correct answer here was actually you lose a point if you give accurate information to my whereabouts. So Alex is going to lose a point for this one. I said you better not dox me again.
Dogs me once, fool on me.
They played into my hand. All right, moving on to question 13. We've got keyrings and ice cream cones. But what would be too far for Pokemon? Jamie, what would be too far for Pokemon?
How would prove this? It's a literal gun. That's what makes Digimon separate. Digimon has a gun, Digimon, and Pokemon doesn't. That's the line.
Oh, I see. Digimon...
There is a toucan that has a gun for a face.
Yeah, but in Digimon, the Pokemon is the gun. In
Yeah.
Power World, they just have guns.
Yeah.
In the Pokemon anime, they have guns.
Interesting. Paul, what would be too far for Pokemon?
Coca-Cola.tm can branding.
Nice.
Advertisement, mate. I'm interested. Alex, what do you think would be too far for Pokemon?
It would be Rotom inhabiting a sex toy.
Oh, God. Oh, no. AJ, save me. What would be too far for Pokemon?
I can't. That's the worst thing. I was thinking on really similar lines, but I'm going to expand it to anything made by Hitachi. So we're not going to have any trains, and we're not going to have any dildos either.
All right. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Bear, what would be too far for Pokemon?
Typhlosion.
You motherfucker!
Yeah, Gen 2 is too far. You're
That's
right.
based on the recent allegations.
Nah, Bear, you're losing the point for that, you idiot. You can't just say my favourite Pokemon is too far for Pokemon. All right, I think I'm going to give that to... I got to give that to Alex. What an outrageous answer. AJ, it was a good try. You tried to build on it in a really good way, but I think I got to give it to the original there.
Yeah.
What is the subtype that Rotom has?
Subtype? No, don't answer that.
Yeah, because it's an electric thing. It's electric blank, isn't it? So what's a sex toy? Dragon? It's dragon.
Rotom.
It's electric dragon.
Yeah, it's
obviously.
dragon.
Let's
It's
move on.
electric dragon.
No. Fairy, please.
Fairy Dragon, it could be any of these combos.
Yeah, I like the Bad Dragon reference.
None of you get the bonus point for this one because, honestly, the keyring's already too far for Pokemon.
Yeah, fair.
You know what? You're right.
Okay, question 14. Which fictional character would make the best DJ? Or at least have a really good set? You know, that sort of thing. Okay, Bear, what fictional character do you think would make a really good DJ?
Octodad.
Oh.
Good,
Nice.
good answer. Jamie, follow that up.
Oh, I was going for a semi-serious one. I can't beat. I was going to say Hatsune Miku.
Sure, I'll take Hatsune Miku as an answer.
But yeah, I've lost to Octodad.
All right, Paul, who do you think will make a good DJ?
Considering the last film release, I'm going to go with Dr. Eggman.
Oh, strong. Alex, what fictional character do you think will make a best DJ?
I'm going to take the brony answer of the background character DJ Pwn 3/Final Scratch. I think they would absolutely rock it up on a real DJ set. And I think the My Little Pony music has proved it.
Going for Eddie's personal interest.
Sure, man. AJ, what fictional character do you think would make the best DJ?
This is going to be a peak millennial reference. Who's the character who introduces the karaoke section at the end of the Shrek film?
Shrek.
Is it Shrek?
Hi, everybody,
Shrek?
and welcome to the Shrek in the Swamp karaoke dance party.
Shrek. It's Shrek. Thank you, Bear, for that illustration.
Let's put it this way. If I didn't give the 2 points to Shrek, what kind of man would I be?
An honest one? Was that question 15?
Yeah, I think Shrek himself wouldn't think he'd be a good DJ.
Yeah, I don't know if Shrek would make it. No, Shrek would be the best DJ. It's true. Like, the answer that I gave, because I didn't think of Shrek, was Emperor Palpatine, because he brings his own light show
sick.
and security and dancers. So, he's got a lot going for him. And he's got a banging theme tune. Don't forget the theme tune.
It's true.
And he is the Senate.
The Senate.
He wouldn't want to be behind the deck because he's got to dance.
You can dance and DJ.
Well, he can just zap with his fingers, right? Keep the rave going. I thought that was a great answer, but unfortunately, Shrek is just you can't deny Shrek.
Yeah, you can't beat Shrek.
All right, question 15. Which letter of the alphabet would win in a fight? AJ, which letter of the alphabet do you think would win in a fight?
I'm thinking K because you could whack the boxing glove like on the top kind of limb of it, and then it could also kick out with the bottom bit.
Ooh, a fighting K. I like it. Bear, which letter of the alphabet do you think would win in a fight?
Probably Sigma.
Sigma what?
Sigma nuts!
You're welcome.
Jamie, pick a letter.
It's Q. It's 100% Q. Everyone underestimates Q. It looks nice and round, and then it shanks you with that little bit at the bottom.
Yes, sneaky.
Drops your defenses, shanks you.
Okay, interesting. I like the theory. Paul, what letter?
B, because it's going to sting you.
Oh, sneaky. I like it. Alex, which letter would win in a fight?
Well, since Jamie's already taken Q, I'm going to take the next best operative on our MI6 and choose M.
Oh, interesting,
Q has the
interesting.
gadgets, M gets to order James Bond around us.
And a quick guess at Eddie's answer, it's actually 789.
It's dumb, I like it. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm going to give it to Sigma Nuts.
Damn it, I helped him do that one and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, Sigma, it's got a little mouth as well, it can chomp.
Because that would devastate the competition. All the letters don't really understand language in the way that we do, so they'd be like, what's Sigma? And you'd fucking get them and they'd be out of the fight.
That's true, they wouldn't be ready for it. Just this contender comes from a completely different country and blows their strategies out of the water.
Obviously, the winner, as far as I was concerned, would be W. It would take the W, right?
I see.
I would have accepted O, and I think Jamie had a similar logic, so I'm going to give Jamie a bonus point for the Q argument. It was very similar to O, but with an extra stabby bit, so I like that. You would have lost a point if you'd taken the L.
Why would you accept O, just out of curiosity?
Round O boy, how can it lose?
Too soft. I would have never killed it.
Like, because I would have picked O, but W is the correct answer.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, O was my answer, but W was the right answer.
Oh, and that's why Sigma was good in the first place, because Sigma's just a W on its side.
Yeah.
Yeah, W's got lots of spiky bits, is why I was actually considering it for that reason, completely missing the W being the win thing.
Although X is like a shuriken as well, right? So.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. There are lots of, like, reasonable arguments to make here, which is why O is also the funniest pick.
But a shuriken wouldn't win the fight. It needs someone else to use it to win a fight.
Nah, it's true.
X is going to deliver it to you.
All right, full episode when?
It's just going to be blanked from the actual episode.
It's a callback to the Smash one. We review every letter of every alphabet.
Oh no.
Every fucking alphabet.
I'd like to bring Aleph.
80 characters was too many. 26 seems like enough.
No, that's it. I'm locked in.
Let's move on to question 16. Which gaming franchise needs a racing spin-off a la Mario Kart? And Alex, I'm going to come to you first for this one.
Oh, that is tough. I love the pun Kingdom Carts, so I think I'm going to have to say that.
Ooh,
That's very strong.
that is a good pun. AJ, follow that pun up.
All right, serious answer. It's actually Baldur's Gate 3, because if you are not into the gameplay of D&D, you might be into kart racing. And if you want to experience all of that sweet interpersonal interaction in a safe format where you just race cars and when you like go past someone, they do a voice line at you and maybe you burn. I feel like that would sell millions.
It might. Right. Bear, gaming franchise racing game.
I think Played Up.
All right.
Because so you'd have to be weaving and going to like pick up the meals and drop them off during the race.
I see. That's real dumb. I like it.
Yep.
Jamie, gaming franchise racing spin-off.
Right, that's too close to mine. I was going to say Cooking Mama, but that's a food thing. So going to pivot to Mario Kart.
Yep.
Wait.
The carts drive
Mario Kart.
drive the carts. It's all the different carts from Mario Kart.
Mario Kart is what you're suggesting.
Yeah, Mario Kart kart.
Oh, I see. All of the racing course features and kart features are the characters.
Yeah, the characters are now the carts, and the carts are now the characters. Yeah.
Oh wait, you're saying they're driving the people? I just thought they'd have bigger carts.
Really dumb.
Yeah, that was.
So you're stretching Mario out and cutting a section out so a cart can pilot him.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, I've just received a lawsuit from Nintendo Nintendo.
No, this is a Nintendo property. It's Mario Kart 9.
Paul, save us. We got to talk about something else. Gaming franchise racing spin-off. What you got?
It'll be the next Half-Life game just because so many people will be so pissed off.
Half-Life 3.
That would be great.
We finally released
I
it.
would love that.
Okay. I mean, I kind of have to give it the Mario Kart, don't I?
Yeah.
It's really dumb.
So dumb. I love it.
You just want to see Mario stretched out like that.
Just stupid enough to work.
Yeah, thanks for making me pivot.
Unfortunately, none of you get the bonus point here because the correct answer was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic already has a racing
Yeah,
spin-off.
he already has a card
He does,
game.
yeah.
Wait, what?
Perfect.
You put it in your fucking...
Fucking called it, baby.
I expected it to be the Eddie answer, and I thought you would know it already had one, because that's... Yeah, we're all good.
Nice.
I predicted that specifically you, Alex, was going to say. It's like Hedgehog's already got one.
Of course.
I think, Eddie, you should score some points for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to get myself 2 points, yeah. I'm in last place currently, but... All right, moving on. Question 17. What chance card would you include in Hexagorgon Monopoly, which is currently trademarked, in case you were watching?
Nice.
Patent pending, trademark pending. Right, Paul, I think you're up first for this one. What chance card will you include in Hexagorgon Monopoly?
Need to buy brand new desk mic, minus $20.
Oh, it's actually behind the scenes.
$20, that's a cheap desk mic. I would...
Yeah, but you could also buy a road for like 60 in the original one, so who knows?
Monopoly is an old game.
Yeah, fair point. All right, Alex, what chance card would you include in Hexagorgon Monopoly?
Cheeto that looks like $200.
Wait, for reference, go watch
that's so
one
good.
of the streams that's on the YouTube channel, I guess.
We've got a good VOD. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it'll be up by the time this is up. This is
You'll know the one based on the thumbnail.
I believe the title of the video is Cheeto Looks Like. Guess me if you can.
Yeah.
In fact, I can link to it. I can use the YouTube cards. Hey, editing.
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 Put a YouTube card link into that VOD here. You'll see Cheeto Looks Like for yourself. All right, AJ, what chance card would you include in Hexagorgon Monopoly?
New Smash Bros. Game releases spend 500 turns in jail describing their attributes.
Oh, too real. Too real. Bear, what chance card would you add to Hexagorgon Monopoly?
It's a card that's called We Could Be Having Fun. And the rules of it says everyone agrees on a board game they want to play. You play that, and the winner/winners of that game are considered the winners of this Monopoly game.
Nice. Good game changer.
That's a very bad card.
There's only one chance card in the entire deck, and it's that one.
Oh, it also says if you would ever draw a chance card, you may search this one out instead.
Just every Monopoly game should have that one instead, not specifically this Monopoly game.
Yeah, but they won't because they don't want to admit their game is bad, which is why we fix it. The Hexagorgon Monopoly.
The weeds.
JV, what chance card would you add to Hexagorgon Monopoly?
I'm going to follow the Too Real line. It's gain annual ad income plus $1.22.
Also, side note, Jamie, you can't just bring up a point and then say the weeds when anyone listens to you.
Yeah, I guess.
The weeds.
He just did.
Oh, the weeds. Moving on. I mean, I gotta give that to AJ. That was too real, but it was good. It's not close enough to get the bonus point, but it's kind of along the lines of what I was saying, which was you won second place in a Win Stupid Prizes contest. Advance directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200.
So who came second there?
Who came second there? All right, I think probably you, Alex. So you got to go directly to jail. Do not pass go.
Yeah.
Unlucky. You shouldn't have brought it up. I'm not going to give you a negative point for that. I don't feel cruel right now.
But you are going to jail after the episode.
But you are going to jail after the episode.
Yeah, fair.
Anyway, moving on to question 18. What would have been a more badass thing to say in the Avengers Endgame portal scene than Avengers Assemble in a whispered Chris Evans voice? Jamie, I believe I'm going to come to you first for this.
Right. He whispers, Avengers, Endgame, and then you get a title card.
Yeah, that's actually the end of the film.
Dom, is it more badass? Interesting point. Paul, what do you think a more badass thing to say in that moment would have been?
Why didn't we just put Vision in the fucking sun?
Oh, I got so many episodes to call back to. This is a wonderful choice.
The time stone. The answer was the time stone. We need to put Benedict Cumberbatch in there too.
If this episode does well, hopefully all the episodes of references also get a bump in listenership. That'd be wonderful. Alex, what do you think would a more badass thing to say would have been?
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body over the ground. The bee, of course,
How do I
flies
unmute?
anyway. Because bees don't know what humans think is impossible.
Thank you.
You can fade me out at any point in that.
AJ, what do you think would have been a more badass thing to say?
I can't do accents, but I feel like everybody get in here would have been more relevant.
Oh, the Hearthstone. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good. Yeah.
Bear, what do you reckon?
You turn and look directly to the camera and you say, now we're thinking with portals.
Oh my god, it's so cringe.
So good.
Wait, was that not actually in the movie?
That's not actually the movie, funny enough. I gotta be true to my heart here, and everybody get in here is really actually kind of good.
It is.
No, unfortunately, none of you get the bonus point, because honestly, I've spent a long time thinking about this, and the only thing that I could think of, which isn't completely cringe, was For the War.
What about, what are you doing in my swamp?
Could have worked. But everybody get in here actually works. That's actually kind of good.
Very strong. Yeah.
Was that a Hearthstone, everyone get in here?
Yeah.
Everyone, get in here.
Yeah, not like a scorpion.
Oh, get
Over here.
Get over here. Yeah.
Could have also worked. That would have also been pretty good. But anyway, question 19, nearing the end. What virtues would form the Win Stupid Priforce? This is a play on the Legend of Zelda Triforce, in case you weren't clear. But doesn't mean you have to pick 3 things. It's up to you. Bear, I think I'm going to come to you first for this one.
Oh, God.
If you don't have one, I've got one. If you want me to jump in.
If you've got some, Jamie, do you want Jamie to go first?
Right, it's okay. This might not win, but it's very obvious. It's win, it's stupid, and it's prizes.
Strong. And now I'm going to move back to you, Bear. Roasted.
Okay, it's not talking during the initial, 15 seconds of silence.
That the viewers see,
The
yeah.
audience doesn't know about it, but I love it.
And it's... I think that's it.
That's it, that one.
Not fiddling while you're recording. There.
Fair. Yeah, okay. Reasonable.
They're very difficult.
Paul, I'm going to move to you next.
Love, hate, robots, magic, and screaming.
Nice.
I like it. Alex, what would you put in the Win Stupid Priforce?
We have the Triforce of killing children, the Triforce of I would simply not, and the Triforce of bad price.
Okay, that's pretty good. AJ, you're up last. Tough act to follow here, but what would you put in the Win Stupid Priforce?
I would definitely put all of the balls directly against the wall.
The Dragonballs or just the regular balls?
Just generally.
And the question?
Yeah, but can you answer the question, please?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. It's got to be pettiness, actually.
Pettiness?
Like, our actual unifying factor is like...
Oh, if you just shorten that a little bit.
Take out the tease.
No shortening your pettiness. You can shorten your pettiness on your own time.
Oh, wait. Is it yes and no but and fuck you?
That's
pretty
not
good.
bad. That's not
Can't
bad.
just redo.
That's Andy's answer.
You're not quite there, but I like your style. I'm going to give the points to Alex for that one, for the references, but I'm not quite going to give away a bonus point, but you're in the right direction between you, because the ones that I came up with were improv, commitment to the bit, and Toad with a sniper rifle.
Oh, okay.
Toad with a sniper rifle, of course.
Now, that would have got you a bonus point if you picked that reference rather than the other ones. But instead, you got 2 points. Roasted.
Oh no.
Forcing a stinger.
So, question 20, which is, unfortunately, the last question of our quiz.
Oh.
Question 20 is, what is the prize for this episode? I haven't submitted an answer for this one, so just give me your best shot. What is the prize for this episode? Bear, do you want to start this time, since you
Sure,
skipped
yeah,
out last?
I'm ready. All of the previous physical prizes that have been awarded, now you take ownership of them. So whoever's winning this, I'm going to give you a 30-kilo bag of sand and probably some other junk.
This is wishful thinking.
You really want to get rid of that, don't you?
Oh, okay, fair enough.
At least some of them exist.
At least some. I mean, all of them in theory exist.
We can make them exist, some of the ones that
We don't own all of them currently, but all of them do exist. All right, AJ, I'm going to put you in the spotlight. What's the prize for this episode?
I'm really scared that it might be you have to write the next quiz, and I'm hoping I'm not doing as well as I feel like.
Okay. Alex, what's the prize for this episode?
That this was actually episodes 50 to 70, and thus you do not have to appear on 20 more recordings.
Wow,
You know, you can just not do them.
But I like doing them.
Yeah, man. Minus point. I'm going to give you a minus point right now.
Oh, fuck, we missed episode 69.
Yeah, you idiot.
$1 million.
Good save.
Paul, what's the prize for this episode?
I think it would be 10 and 10 and 10 and 10 and 3.
Sure, man. All right, Jamie, what's the prize for this episode?
Right, Eddie has secretly made like a cassette mixtape of all of the previous episodes, and he's signed it, and that's the prize.
And it's a 1 minute long stinger.
No, it's like so many episodes. It's just so many
It's not
tapes,
even
though.
cut. It's just them playing end to end.
These episodes are too long. It's like a 6 cassette collection.
Interesting.
Is the Eddie answer $5?
There is no Eddie answer for this
Oh,
one.
there's no Eddie answer. Oh.
No way. That's way too much of a prize.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, I know, right? Not made of money.
Yeah, good point.
All right, well, I guess given that it's the only prize that I can really give out, I have to give that to Jamie. For an actual prize. Everything else, I mean, I guess bears is possible, but I'm not going to let you give away that 30-kilogram bag of stuff.
Just stuck with that.
I can rely on you to keep it forever.
Such a
Or
good
near
bit.
Yeah,
enough.
other people would get rid of it. maybe.
Unforgivable.
All right, and that does bring us to the end of this quiz. I did set up a tiebreaker in case we needed it, but we don't need it, thankfully. So, calculating the scores.
Beep, boop, beep, boop,
Oh,
beep,
here's the
boop, beep,
tiebreaker, by the way. The tiebreaker is literally what number am I thinking of?
69, dude.
I was going to count us in so we'd all say 69 at the same time.
boop. Yeah, we are all answering 69 to this, right?
Yeah, well, I was trying to get there before anyone else answered.
Unless it's
69.
420, but yeah, you know.
Well, so here's the interesting thing, Jamie. If you picked 69 and 420, I picked
Yeah.
them a number exactly between them.
Ah.
So you would have both lost.
Ah,
Oh,
He's
okay.
good.
fuck.
But we were all guessing 69.
Yeah, so the winner would have been whoever came second in that eventually, which I thought would have been really funny. But I didn't orchestrate the scores as such. But it's all right, because I've calculated the scores now. Congratulations, Jamie, you actually won this episode. And your prize is that mixtape of all of the previous episodes.
That's so exciting.
Oh, you really want to do all that editing work? You're committing to all that extra editing?
You have to sign it. That was part of the price.
Like, I may just put it on, like, it may not fit on a cassette, so maybe
It
a digital
definitely
cassette
won't.
or a USB stick or something.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
But I will get you a USB stick with all of the previous episodes on.
I will treasure it.
Just get a USB stick in the shape of a cassette tape.
There you go. That'd be good. And that's actually not that hard to put together.
Hooray.
I'm glad I'm not getting the bag of sound.
The rest of them would have been a bit tricky to source or guarantee. So thanks for picking an answer that was actually possible. And that's it. Congratulations. Well done, everybody. That was episode 50. Hope you had a good time. Congratulations, Jamie, on the win.
Oh.
Congratulations, Alex, on accruing the most negative points over the course of the quiz. I hope you all had a good time.
It's been really fun. Thanks, Eddie.
did.
I'm glad I don't have to write
Yeah.
one.
See you for episode 71.
No, Alex, you're still here. You didn't get that prize. You're still here. Thanks for listening, Anonymous Data Point. I know everyone tells you this, but as a tiny independent outlet, we really do need your support. So if you've enjoyed this stupid episode, please subscribe on whichever platform you're listening on. If you're feeling extra generous, you could rate and review us on Apple and Spotify. 5 stars, please. Or more importantly, you could recommend this show to a friend. Regardless of whether you do any of that, we really appreciate your listenership, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Well, you'll see us anyway. I mean, not see exactly. Nah, you get the idea.
Who came second and what's second place having to do? Jail. Who came
Oh,
second?
yeah, that was it.
Oh no, Alex won that. Oh, you're right,
yeah.
second place. AJ, you actually came second, so you're kind of checked.
Let's go to jail. We have to write a new Win Stupid Prizes quiz.
See you in another 20 episodes or whatever it is.
How do you think I lost my voice the first time?
Yeah, that's why we give you another jail break. Wait, hang on. That's not what I mean.